So to continue, this is the cake that I'll be decorating, but before the decoration, I'll be inserting it with the money that we have prepared earlier. So as you can see, there's the box. This is the anchor sucker tape, sucker pop, and then I've also attached another sucker stick. So when this gets pulled, it pulls the money out. There. So, oh no, I've pulled the bill out. So what do I do? What do I do? Just roll it back in using the other sucker stick. Yay! Okay, so if you would notice in the first video or the first part of this video, I've stuck the first bill onto this sucker stick with the adhesive tape. So when it gets pulled, the whole thing will be pulled out of the cake. So it's gonna pop out with the box. Now why? Why did we choose to do that? Because before, when we did this, the last bill that gets pulled out, somehow, even if it is wrapped in cello wrap, it still has some of the cake smudges on the bill. So to prevent that from happening, you just have to make sure that the whole thing gets pulled out after pulling all of the bill out. So that's how we do it. Now I'll show you how I carve out a hole or a slot that fits this. Nothing really fancy in the procedure. I just put this on top and then mark it and then carve it out. And there's a takeout box here, takeaway box. That's where I put the cake carving, because we're still going to give it to the one who ordered it, because it's still part of their cake, right? So, and they paid for it, so they have to get it. So I'll just proceed to do this. Let's do this. Okay, so of course I'm gonna have to put on my gloves. So I'll be using an offset spatula, a really small, handy-dandy offset spatula. It's one thing that I won't be able to do without in terms of spreading frosting or shaping or checking out the edges and smoothing out stuff. So this is really good. It's been with me like forever since I started cake decorating, which is like when I was still in high school, and that's like more than half my lifetime ago. So this is the cake box. So I'll just be, well, sort of laying it on where I want to slide it in. So this is a food safe paper, so I can just put it on top. I am cutting out a slot that's off center because the decoration is off center. So there, so we have the offset spatula. I'll just mark this one. So there is a space a bit, but I have to make sure that the box is snug. So there is the mark, and yeah, I'll just slice through this and then pry it out. And the pieces that I get to pry out, I'll be putting it here and then endorsing it to the one who's going to pick up the cake in about 3.5 hours. The decoration is, well, it's rather forgiving. Why do I say forgiving? It's a barrel cake. It's for a milestone birthday. The guy, well, the birthday celebrator, I think, is for their dad, or is their dad. Okay, so I'm just prying this out. So this is an 8-inch diameter by at least 5 inches height of a cake and then I frosted in between, so it's actually 3 sheets of cake. That's 1, 2, 3 sheets of cake that I frosted and covered. The final dimension is around 8.5 in diameter and about 5 3/4 of an inch. Okay, so there, I fried out 1 sheet there, so I'll be putting it here. And I think I'll only need to fry out maybe 2 sheets for this cake. So that's the next challenge. Okay. Frying out the next sheet is really tricky because it's deeper. So how deep is your cake? How deep is your cake? But anyway, this one I'll just have to get another spatula. Maybe I'll get my palette knife. Wait. Here. I use this one. It's really narrow, so I'd have to break it to pieces and then fry out a piece of that. So see, it's one of these, and I'm going to take out another. There. Okay, so I have already done surgery of cake. And this is where the box will go. So I just have to clean up that so it's level when I put the cake or the money box in there. So straight on there. The cake is mocha. Our mocha cake is more of a cappuccino. But this one also has chocolate, so it's mocha. So this is the money insert. So I'll just slide it in that slot. Yeah. And then press it down. Really down. Yeah. Okay. There. So this part, I'll be covering it with the ganache, and this area here, I'll just fold it in. Okay. So this is going to be covered in ganache, and then this gets folded. It allows for the bill to slide out. Okay, and then it's gonna be decorating time. Okay, so I'll get some ganache. Here. Okay. It's pretty thick. We make our ganache with a ratio of 1:4. That about covers it. And now it's ready to be decorated on. But before that, I'll just have to pop it in the freezer for maybe about 15 minutes. So, sorry, I've been covering it. So there, I've put in ganache. You can barely see the slot. So if you can still see, like, some demarcation of the slot, just put in some more ganache. Or maybe a bit of the cake. And this one can be pulled out later. So there's a bit of the paper sticking out, but that's okay. I can cut it later. Once the ganache is set, it's going to be easier to cut so that the surface is cleaner, and when I decorate it, it is, well, hidden. So it's going to be a surprise. Till next video.